my son Dutch, his first day of school today, and he got a parking space, and now the debate is whether we should let him drive or not. Like, I don't want him to drive.
No?
Like Reggie Pike. we live right around the corner. But anyway.
That's kind of a big deal, though, like rite of passage, right?
I know. So, but that's right now. You're like, oh, I don't want him to go to the school. He's such a little baby. Now, in my house, it's like, should he drive? Should he not drive? Like the evolution. Mm-hmm. Speaking of evolution, the lotto is up to $1.5 billion.
Come on, that's huge. I'm so excited for it.
I went to the store. I don't remember what. I'm going to guess it was Saturday to buy when it was $2 billion, right? I took my son Kemp with me. We were getting some groceries. Was it Friday or Saturday? I don't know. Anyway, remember I told you I went to this machine to get lotto tickets, like a vending machine, and I said it was very difficult. And Kyle's like, I go to the one at Walmart. It's really easy. Remember that one?
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
It is really easy.
I don't know if they're the same machine because I was again there with my son Kemp, and a line developed behind me in the machine. I couldn't figure out how to do the lotto tickets. Kemp couldn't figure out the lotto tickets. And I said to Kemp, I go, was that hard? He goes, this is one of the most difficult things I've ever done.
I think
is what he
weird.
said. So then I said, that night, Kyle was having dinner at the same restaurant I was having dinner at 7. I was having dinner at 5 at that restaurant. And part of me wanted to be, hey, before you go to dinner, can you meet me at the Safeway? Because I want you to try this machine because it must not be normal. The guy behind me, I go, do you know how to do this? And he goes, I don't. It's not simple.
It's not. I see the same one because first of all, there's a billion games you can play. Like
right.
there's like pick 6, pick 4, pick 7, pick 8. And sometimes you pick the Mega Millions. And you're like, just pick it for me, and then you can't figure out how to put your card in. Like I think they're difficult.
There's this other thing underneath. Like when you go to the person, and man, here's $20 to get lotto tickets. Yeah. Boom, done.
Yeah.
But on the machine, there's all these little things you got to add
Too
to
many
it that
choices.
doesn't make sense to me. So I thought I was buying $100 worth of lotto tickets. I bought $30. And I don't understand the little tiny thing. So at some point, Kyle, I'd like you to come with me to the Safeway and tell me if it's the same machine that you have.
I'm very curious to see that. So yes, I will be there. You name the time.
and I was going to take a picture of it and send it to Kyle, but I'm starting to not take my phone with me places. And then so many times when I don't take my phone, actually almost every time, it's like, why don't I have my phone?
Yeah.
Sucks.
That's so funny because I knew you were eating dinner at the same place, and I'm like, I should text John Jay and see if they ended up coming to eat here. And I'm like, he probably didn't bring his phone. So I didn't.
I did. But you know what's funny about that is like, so Kyle was going to the restaurant first, and then my wife was like, why don't we go to dinner at this restaurant before the kids go back to college and stuff? I'm like, okay. And I go to make a reservation. I'm like, can't do it at the same time Kyle's there. I'm gonna look like I'm following her or something like that. And I'm like, so I make it at 5, right? So we get there at 5, and I'm like, let's hurry up and eat. And they're like, why? I go, because I don't want to bump into Kyle and her husband. We seem weird. So now, next thing you know, it's 6:30, and we're still there. And I know that Kyle's coming.
Wrap it up.
I know she's coming. And I thought, let me text her and see, whatever. And I don't have my phone, right? Then I thought, do I text her from Blake's phone? That's weird. Hey, it's John G. I'm on Blake's phone. Are you guys? So I was like, I'm not going to do that. So at 6:35, 6:45, we started to leave. And I thought, could she be here already? Do you get to a restaurant 10 minutes early before a reservation, 15 minutes? So I'm walking around the restaurant looking for her, and I don't see her. Then I go into the bathrooms, I don't see her. Then I'm waiting at the front, I don't see her. Now I've consumed with trying to find Kyle. And I get home at 7, and that's when I text you.
We basically got there 5 till 7.
We must pass
because that's when you show up for a reservation. Generally speaking,
did you? Where did you park? Did you valet?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's another thing with my wife. She's like, "Why don't you valet?" I go, "I'm not going to pay $20 when there's a huge parking lot right over here."
I thought that they comp your valet.
Well, you still got to tip the guy.
Well, yeah, but that's not like a $20. I mean, I guess it could be a $20 tip.
I mean, for us, it was like we don't get out much, so it's like a special night. So we're like, okay, we'll valet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
That's a fun restaurant that people watch, though, isn't it?
It sure is. That's all we were doing the whole time. It's like we were talking, but we were analyzing. What do you think's the story with this couple? Are they married? I don't see wedding rings. Is this a first date? Is this like a 5th date? Is she really into him? And then we're like, whoa. She's definitely into him. She's wearing a super low-cut shirt. You know what I mean? She's still trying to impress.
What's bummer is you don't have any closure unless you go up and talk to him.
None at all.
But that same restaurant, I was sitting there eating, not that night, but another night, and I watched this very attractive woman sitting there on a date with a guy. He gets up to go to the bathroom, and another man comes over and writes his phone number on the back of his business card and hands it to her. And I'm watching this whole thing happen, and then she goes and puts it in her purse.
Oh, my goodness.
And I was like, what? And I remember there was like 6 of us having dinner, and I just did not pay attention to what was going on with my table. I was just watching that the whole time, and I was like, got to get up and tell that guy.
Right.
But I didn't. I know, right?
Oh, that's juicy stuff.